Good morning. I was just getting ready for church. Church! And it took me a while, and I was like, you know what, girl? You live 2 feet away from a Catholic church that has Mass like every hour. And I was like, girl, I don't have to rush at all. I don't have a job. I mean, I have a job. I have my own business. Excuse me. I haven't had enough lubrication of the vocal folds, and I'm just going to let it be because it's the morning. Tired. Oh, let me do a Patty McGee. Here we are, reporting live from Brooklyn, New York, Bay Ridge, center of the universe. Turns out I was on a walk last night, and unbelievable how much of this neighborhood was like clearly built in a thriving like 20s and 30s. Like even must have been like even like late 1800s. Like this church I go to, it was built like 18, let's say it was 1896 or something, right? Stunning church. Then I find out on my walk last night that the sister church of this church, it's like St. Anselm's or something like that. Ooh, I should go there today. I I approached this church and damn, it was like built in 1920, I think. And I was like, oh, I was like, behold, my time period exists right here, you know? So look at me. I mean, I'm ready, obviously, to be a flapper as usual. I've been putting on all of my accoutrements of patriotism, and by that I mean accoutrements of protection. I wear daily at least one necklace that Dana made for me. Dana being the woman that married my dad. Thank God for me. This locket from my beautiful friend Sharon that we really wanted to put a picture of her dog Henry into, but then we figured that was going to be a lot of work, so I just imagined that Henry is in there. It's a little locket. This, Emily Shapiro. Shout out, Emily Shapiro Jewelry. Most phenomenal jewelry artist known to man ever. Sometimes she's not known to man because she's so ethereal, but you know, you gotta check her out. Pearls that my mom gave me from like a vintage place, and more jewelry from Dana, which happens to be, I weirdly connected one to the other, and then I decided, well, I'll make it long. You know what I'm saying? Then I got some others here I'm about to put on, okay? Let's see if I can place this in its holder. Okay. It's a little bit intense. All right. As usual, I'm in my bathroom studio. This, okay, from Cassie. This awesome cutout unicorn paper thing. Can you see it? Oh my god, it's so cool. Cassie, I love you. Can you see that? Hell yeah, that's my kind of necklace. She gave this to me when we worked at Uncommon Goods. I was probably getting super annoyed with Brian Hashemi for some reason, which is so frustrating because it was definitely displaced anger. I was annoyed at the CEO, very specifically for many reasons, but Brian Hashemi is an angel among men. Thank you, man. I adore you. Everybody that gets to work with you is so fortunate, and you fought the good fight, and you continue to do so in an environment that is not fertile for angels. My angel Brian, who of course, luckily for me, is married to another angel named Kesha. Kesha, I forgot I said named Kesha because, did you hear that? Oh my god, Brian, I said that you're married to another angel named Kesha, which is not actually a Freudian slip because Kira in my phone is currently called Kira Knightsbridge Kesha Collins. So it was actually accurate. And Brian, let's just be honest, you kind of are married to Kesha, at least in some level, and I think that we all support that. No, I shouldn't say I think, I should say I would like to speak for everyone except for Kira because that's your actual wife. I would like to speak for everyone on the planet and say that we are in support of you being imaginarily wed to Kesha. Slash, if there was an opportunity and you could be married to Kira and Kesha, would that suit you? All right, I'm straying from the topic at hand. All right, we're doing a little fun morning ritual here. I think I'm gonna start doing it. Maybe I'll even do it instead of going to church, but I really want to go to church, so I'll go to church in a little bit. Yeah, Anyway, so we're gonna start with one of my faves. I'm like, oh damn, I haven't been getting into like the realm of music that is like really was present and prevalent when I was in college for me. It's kind of intriguing because I grew up in a place white, 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 white. Let's talk about whitewash central, so white, and the undercurrent of what's beneath the surface and very not far down. And it is far down, but it's also really close up in these waspy lands where the rape of the land is so obvious to me, and I can feel it in my every motion and vibe. It's like I'm so deeply connected to these lands because I thought about it recently and I realized I think I'm part Cherokee. I'm just proclaiming this out of, it's gonna sound insane, I don't care. Like, I get it. Stuff I say sounds insane, but you have to understand, my brain works very quickly. I'm incredibly gifted, and it's simply just the way it is. Like, I know that it feels overwhelming to you guys, but deal with it. Either deal with it or just don't involve yourself with me. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm annoying you and you don't like me, that's like not my problem, Like, I am working super hard to be as authentic as possible and to spread the word of what I believe is truthful and good for the betterment of all. Okay? And if you don't think that's true, then just don't follow me. You know what I mean? Like, you don't go into every single church and synagogue and go, oh, I thoroughly believe everything these people say. You also should not go to every single doctor, no matter who they are, no matter what they say, and be like, oh, well, they're a doctor. Like, just because I'm a truth teller, self-proclaimed, obviously, which is the only kind. That's not true. I'm just being funny. Because I'm in this effort of telling the truth right now, okay? That doesn't mean you have to believe me or you have to agree. Like, I don't do what you will, okay? Let's get started. Good morning. It's Wednesday. Let me find the only way that I know. Oh, damn it. I forgot to look for my newspaper. Let's go do it right now. There's no way it's there. If I don't get the newspaper at like 4 a.m. every day, which of course is disgusting, it's always gone. Let's see if I can hold him accountable. That applies to a lot of people, by the way. Oh, it might be there. Can you even imagine? Oh, is it there? A flapper leaves her apartment later than usual. Now, to ensure that the door doesn't close on me, I'm locking it, holding it. Oh, here it is! My newspaper is here! Can you imagine it? Oh my god, look! Boop-de-doo! I got a newspaper. I got a whole outfit that's super cute and flowy and inspired by many women who came before me. Oh, hello, good morning. Toad's Perf. Just saw one of my neighbors. I hope I always hope that my neighbors don't hate me, So interesting. I just observed my friend Sam is always paranoid about his neighbors hating him. And I'm always like, Samuel, I don't think they even care, nor do they notice. But it's so cute how insanely conscientious he is. He's like, oh, did I wake them up? Like we're like walking up the stairs to his place to hang out or whatever. And he's like, oh my God, do you hear them in there? He's like, did we wake them? Did I disturb them deeply? And I'm like, dude, I don't think it has anything to do with you, as adorable as it is, of you to be so concerned. So sweet and adorable. And I'm exactly like that, it turns out. I didn't even know until I saw that neighbor and I was like, man, he's kind of cute. And then I was like, that's what I would say. You can't throw your rocks at me. I mean, you can, but like, just because I think everybody is sexy doesn't mean I'm out to have sex with all of them, okay? Just in case you're wondering. All right, here we are. Hunter Biden. Oh man. All right. The New York Times says, this is how I know what day it is. Wednesday, June 12th. The weather. Today, periodic clouds and sun. Warmer with low humidity, high 80. Tonight, partly cloudy, low 66. Tomorrow, warmer. Sun and clouds, high 86. Oh, maybe that's the day I'll go to the beach. High 80 is not terrible, but it's like, what's the wind speed, President's son is found guilty on gun charges. Lied about drug use. Who doesn't lie about drug use? That's ridiculous. I'll leave the paper for now and let's go on to our morning ritual. Good morning. Live from New York. It's Wednesday morning and I should not be awake, but I am. And I'm also hungry, but too bad. Alright, I'm washing some clothes in my sink here. Let's see if I can show you. This is what I do lately. That's some, what do you see there? Oh, yeah. I'm basically living the life of a flapper because you know that they wash their clothes by hand in their sink or their tub, and it is so actually wonderful. It's like I feel very connected to, my life when I'm doing things by hand. And I used to think, oh, I always want a dishwasher and a washer and dryer, but I think I don't because there's something so magical about being present with and caring for with your hands, the things that you use in your everyday life. Now, let's begin. Our first song is going to be, well, like I said, what I was trying to say is, oh my God, I was talking about Salisbury University. I went to Salisbury University in Maryland, for, my contacts are bothering me, for undergrad. I had a major in theater and a minor in vocal performance. I was part of the honors program, the Bellavance Honors program. I graduated with Bellavance Honors with distinction. The distinction comes from writing a thesis paper that's at least 50 pages long. That's the requirement for the with distinction. And wouldn't you know, what I did, don't be surprised. If you know me, you'll be like, of course she did. I actually have the thing over here. So basically the paper was an in-depth analysis of, I don't forgot how many. In fact, let's take a look. I have all of it right here. Praise be to she, because I have all of the records. Let's take a gander. Let's take a seat here. Okay? I have the records, okay, of my performance. So what I did is and check this out. There's even, oh my God. Is this what it is? Musical review. Is that right? Oh no, that's not it. Wishing you were somehow here again. I totally forgot I sang that. There's like this little article from when I was in a musical review, which of course I did many, many of those in college. I'm going to start, this is maybe what I'll do in the morning, is share for you some things that you haven't seen, because so many of you have not seen me perform. And of course I'm performing all the time now. So if you want to see me, it's going to kind of suck for you because a lot of my performing is happening like late at night. But maybe I can start doing some of it at the duplex at right after work or something. So you could do like a quick little happy hour, like when you're starting to feel betrayed, which of course all of us are. So this is the program. It's called The Love of a Woman. Look at that photo. I'm almost like, where's that photo? Can I just recreate that? But my photo now needs to be, of course, me as the flapper. So the show, I basically... how do we do it? There's a monologue, a song, a monologue, a song, a monologue, and a song. So, and then I have an epilogue from a woman of no importance. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 monologues. Shakespeare, Alan Ball from 5 Women Wearing the Same Dress. Oh my God, I forgot about that play. What a play. Wow. Okay. Paulina so it's Julia, the Two Gentlemen of Verona. Julia's beloved Proteus falls for her friend Sylvia. Julia rationalizes Proteus's choice. Then Lily from Kiss Me Kate. I sing So in Love by Cole Porter. Lily sings So in Love in hope of regaining her ex-husband's love for her. Then we have Georgianne from 5 Women Wearing the Same Dress by Alan Ball. Georgianne confesses her love for Tommy Valentine, a man who does not deserve her attention. Oh, man. Wowzers. I guess I was on point with that one, wasn't I? I'm in love with everybody that does not deserve my attention. Like literally, man, woman, child, bug, doesn't matter. Cockroach came in here and died, and I was like, oh man, I feel kind of horrible about those poisons that you ate. And I was like, damn it, I don't know if I want to use the exterminator anymore. Like, I just started feeling soup sad about it. Do you know what I'm saying? It's weird. I never thought I would give a fuck about a, whatever they're called, cockroach. And then I thought, oh God, this cockroach came in here and inserted himself in my life. And I was like, get out. So I got rid of him. Anyway, didn't kill him per se. He was he was slowly dying, and I was like, I need to just end it for this guy because he was dying such a slow, painful death, and I was like, oh my God, how can I bear witness to this, you know? Like, I was like, this is not right. You can make fun of me all you want, but a cockroach is still a living thing. You know, we don't like them, but that's our problem. You know what I mean? They're a living thing. All right, I got distracted. Lily from Kiss Me Kate, of course, the classic I Hate Men, which is a song that I have sung a trillion times, and it turns out that for once, I actually don't hate men. I just hate certain men. And unfortunately, there are a great deal of the ones that I hate because they have been trained, and not only have they been trained to be heinous, but their existence has been heinous. The way they've treated so many people has been so awful. And it's just like fine. It's like, let's worship them. Like, for example, like I said, this character, Georgianne, it's, you know, women are culpable as well. If we're going to be Georgianne from 5 women wearing the same dress and confess our love to Tommy Valentine, a man who does not deserve our attention, what are we doing? Oh man, this is intense. This is actually helping me a lot with some current events. If we're going to persist in this, we are continuing the problem, okay? And it can't be. So then we have after Kiss Me Kate, I Hate Men. Lily sings I Hate Men and scorns her ex-husband for the pain he has caused her. Paulina, The Winter's Tale by William Shakespeare. Paulina condemns the King Leontes for wrongly accusing his wife, Queen Hermione, of adultery. I didn't realize how good of a... honestly, this is so crazy because when I was working on this show, I was just like, ugh, whatever. Like, I was like, not at the time. I mean, for many years of my life, most of the years of my performance, I was like so not... I don't want to say not grateful. I was very grateful and I honored my work, but I didn't feel like I deserved this life. You know, like I felt so unworthy, and it really deeply affected me, you know? I gotta get some water, but when you need to lubricate the vocal folds, breathe through your nose. Okay. Then we have Charlotte, A Little Night Music. Every Day a Little Death by Stephen Sondheim. Oh man, I sing that song all the time. I should sing it for you today. In fact, it'd be a good idea, right? Because I think many of us are feeling it every day a little death these days. By Stephen Sondheim, Charlotte, unable to leave her husband, resigns herself to the pain he causes her every day in their marriage. Man, I definitely knew myself really well, didn't I? How old was I? 22? I was 22. 22! Ooh. Okay, then the epilogue, Hester from A Woman of No Importance. And man, that's a good one. I don't think I ever remembered that I did that. And that's so crazy because I think I was going to use it. I think I used it recently. I did, in a Linklater class. Wow. This is the wonders of all the medications I took that made it so that I couldn't remember anything and I couldn't be present with myself, you know, as a performer. I mean, I'm sure I was as present as I could be. Of course I was. I put all of my heart into being present and to being healthy. I give you an example of how I know that. I literally have proof. But the thing is, I don't know where it is. I was looking at my Hamlet script from 21 years ago. Of course, at this time, the show would have been closed 21 years ago, but where are you? Oh, Hamlet. My dear Hamlet, where art thou? I'm not sure where, but I need the exact script because that is wherein the thing that I need to show you resides. Let's see. I've just been moving her around. I've been moving the scripts around a great deal because I've been holding them as, here they are. Is it? No. Oh, here we go. I put them on this table between the chairs that represent various people I love, and I make sure that there's a presence of all those I love in my home at all times so that I can commune with all the saints. What else is the point of life without the communion of saints, right? All right, here we go. Note to self. Oh man, this is soups. This is a lot. Abby, you must keep up now. I would have written this. Let me make this clear. So the production was like April, I believe. March and April. Probably like late March. Might have been March only. Let's say it was March, late March or something, right? Of what year? Oh my god. 2000. No. 2002. 2003. You know how I could have figured that out also? Would be by just subtracting 21 from 2024. It's okay. I do things my own way and it works out fine, okay? So it says, Abby, you must... I wrote this the very beginning of rehearsals, like the moment I got my script. You must keep up with your exercise all through this play, even if it means sacrificing dedication to schoolwork. Don't get hurt. This play and your life are far too precious for you to give up now. So go for it, girl. You are amazing, and you know it. Don't let yourself forget ever. Just remember your dream. Let's start again. Just remember your dream and why God gave you these many gifts and talents. Amen. Thank you, Lord. Love, Abby. Now, I was in a much more religious state back then, but I'm returning to it, and it's very intriguing because I was very separated from, I was a very big separation of church and state for 15 years or so. And there's this wonderful quote in here from Charles Duff that says, "Come on, boys, be butch." It says for Horatio and the army. Hamlet, yeah! Charles. Great quote, page 29. Let's see what that is. This is wonderful. The best thing is my archival talents. Like, honestly, my archival skills are better than any of the other skills, I think. Okay, notes. Don't miss cue. Duh. Keep up energy throughout and don't drop pitch at end of lines. Bigger with everything and louder. Visible as walk up the steps, remember. What does this even mean? It says, bend your lines, still wonky. What does that mean? What is the entrance I was talking about? Oh, let's do it. Let's do the scene. Okay. This is Laertes and Ophelia. Laertes is Ophelia's brother. Okay. My necessities are embarked. Farewell. And sister, as the winds give benefit, and convoy as assistant, do not sleep, but let me hear from you. Do you doubt that? For Hamlet and the trifling of his favors. Hold it a fashion and a toy in blood, a violet in the youth of primary nature, forward, not permanent, sweet, not lasting, the perfume and suppliance of a minute, no more. No more but so? Think it no more. Perhaps he loves you now, and now no soil nor cottle doth besmirch the virtue of his will, but you must fear. His greatness weighed, his will is not his own, for he himself is subject to his birth. He may not, as unvalued persons do, carve for himself, for on his choice depends the sanity and health of the whole state. Then weigh what loss your honor may sustain, if with too credent ear you list his songs, or loose your heart, or your chaste treasure open to his unmastered importunity. Fear it, Ophelia, fear it, my dear sister, and keep within the rear of your affection, out of the shot and danger of desire. The chariest maid is prodigal enough, if she unmask her beauty to the moon. It's pretty fucking beautiful. And then I say, I shall the effect of this good lesson keep as watchman to my heart. But, good my brother, do not, as some ungracious pastors do, show me the steep and thorny way to heaven, whilst like a puffed and reckless libertine himself, the primrose path of dalliance treads, and recks not his own reed. Laertes says, "Oh, fear me not." Let's read that again. "I shall the effect of this good lesson keep." Again. "I shall the effect of this good lesson keep as watchman to my heart. But, good my brother, do not, as some ungracious pastors do, show me the steep and thorny way to heaven, whilst, like a puffed and reckless libertine himself, the primrose path of dalliance treads, and recks not his own reed." Wow. What think you this, my pod fans? I mean, whoa. Whoa, 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 Ophelia. Man, she was like 16. She is so wise. All right, so I was looking at my program of The Love of a Woman. I was telling you about this because I went to Salisbury University. This was my thesis performance. What was required for me to graduate with Bellavance Honors, with the honors program, was to simply have high enough grades, which I don't remember what it was. I think it was like at least 3.8 or something like that, right? Fine, I did it, you know. Then, to get honors with distinction, you write the thesis paper. Of course, I did that. But the thesis paper, 55 pages, which I wrote painstakingly in a library that was voted the worst library at any school in the United States of America. Now they have like the best library, but at the time we had the worst library, and it was quite spectacular. What's better than the worst library at any university? I don't know. Anyway, The Love of a Woman, the struggle for love, loyalty, and identity, showcased in monologues and songs. A senior honors thesis performance featuring Abby Truitt, under the direction of Dr. T. Paul Pfeiffer, Tuesday, May 16th, 2006. So close to my graduation. 7 p.m. Black Box Theater, the only theater that there is at Fulton Hall. Admission is free. Wowzers, I didn't even make money. Can you even believe it? All this work and I didn't even make money? Ooh, damn, that's meaningful. Woo! Okay. This performance consists of 4 monologues and 3 songs that were studied in Abby Truitt's senior honors thesis paper. Featuring Abby Truitt, director Dr. T. Paul Pfeiffer, pianist Danielle Carboni, lighting designer Karen Mueller. Thank you, Dr. T. Paul Pfeiffer, Dr. William Folger, Professor Andrew Heller. Shout out, Andrew. I've been thinking about you so much lately. I hope you're doing all right. I love you. I love you, man. Dr. Tony Wall. I love you forever. Obviously, I love Dr. T. Paul Pfeiffer and Dr. William Folger. I love all of you. Paul, I miss you so much. I was listening to the video that Martha made for your guys, Broadway Cares, and I could hear you laugh, and I just started to bawl my eyes out. I was like, oh my God, that's my daddy, my Polonius daddy, my own, the man who taught me theater in the most sacred way and held me under his wing and loved me as no man ever did. I miss you so much. God, I'm gonna get torn asunder talking to you right now. Dr. William Folger. Folge. What's up, man? I'll never forget the day that we were rehearsing for Sweeney Todd in that rehearsal room in Fulton Hall that's near where the express food place was. And you go, we're all standing up, and you go, ejaculate! Ejaculate the consonants, and everybody lost it. It was brilliant. Never will I forget that moment. What a fantastic direction that you gave. Ejaculates the consonants. That would be the name of this video. Ejaculate the consonants. Okay, Danielle Carboni. Man, Danielle, I haven't talked to you in so long. I don't know where you are. I love you. Karen, oh my God. I've been thinking about WVU so much lately. I was in West Virginia recently, but just drove through, and it was so beautiful. And I was like, oh, Karen, I miss her. Patty Burton, Mike Cooper and the Theater Family. My Theater Family. Oh, and there's the public radio. That reminds me, I used to have my own radio show at Salisbury. I wonder if there's any archive of it. It was so fun. I think it was like 3 a.m., classic Abby time. It was wonderful. That's interesting. Maybe I'll make a radio show. Obviously, I have the podcast, but I'm trying to think of ways that I can make things for you that are more palatable. So I think I'm going to actually stop this here, and then I'll go on to make another one. I'm trying to make little bite-sized tidbits. Is 30 minutes bite-sized? I don't know. How did I get to 30 minutes? Like, lately was actually revealing to you my heart. These are long performances, Anyway, let's end here. Just want you to know I love you. It's Wednesday. I only know that because the New York Times actually got delivered. I forgot the date already. Oh, June 12th, okay? Wednesday, June 12th, in the year of our Lord, 2024. I report to you from a building wherein flappers used to reside, moments away from the most gorgeous church I've ever seen. Where the flappers obviously went to church, looking cool like me. They, of course, probably didn't have hair anywhere near as fantastic, but, you can't have everything, can you? All right, what is that? I'm getting a lot of notifications on my main phone. So let me close out of this. I'm going to make a new one shortly. Maybe I'll put on a different hat or something, different hat. All right, what did I call this? This is going to be called Ejaculate the Consonants. I love you, my loves. I hope that you are feeling some peace lately. I know there's so much going on that is like, what is happening? Like, that is what it feels like to me. The world feels like it's a swirl and a whirl and a mess, and I think it is. But we have to remember that it has always been, and it might always be. Hopefully it won't always be. Hopefully we'll find a way, but we're trying. Oh, my head is so itchy. All right. I love you, my loves. Happy Wednesday.